we got a brand new, well, I wouldn't say new at all, but we got a new beater sled. It's gonna show you guys in a second, but we got a lot of snow out here. Like, it's starting to snow even more, but here it is, guys. A Polaris Colt. Look at this beauty. It's a little dark in the garage this morning. I don't have the best lighting, and it's pretty early, but it's a 72 Colt SS. It says 340 on it, which is weird because it's a 72. I didn't think they came with 340s. I thought they only came with 295s. The SS is super sport, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. But we're going to do a spark test and maybe check out the fuel system and whatnot, and we'll go from there. But I looked it over when I bought it. I got a pretty decent deal on it. It was $100. It's a decently old snowmobile that someone might want. It's actually in pretty good shape. The tunnel is still painted. These come with pretty decent skis. Seat's not really ripped at all. These have hydraulic brakes on them, guys, which is pretty awesome. And we'll see if we can get this thing to spark, maybe get it running a little bit, and we'll try to get some footage of it as I'm working on it. I don't have my tripod again, so I'm going to try to do some one-handed pulling over the engine and stuff like that. But here it is, the new project here, guys. 72 Polaris Colt 340, I guess. We'll see if we can get this thing to send. We still got the Jag, and there's the Indy, and there's two more outside. So we're trying to get like this racetrack in our backyard or in the back field, kind of like a circle track, and we'll have some races of all these beater sleds. So that's going to be kind of awesome, and hopefully you guys would want to watch that. So stay tuned. We'll try to get this thing running, and hopefully she's minty. Just pulled the plugs out real quick. They're kind of dark looking, but they don't look terrible. There's some champions. I'm going to have to research what the correct NGK number is, but I'm going to pull over. You guys can see the spark here. Maybe you could, maybe you couldn't, but they're both sparking. I don't have the best ground setup. This is not the proper way to check spark, guys. Always have an inline spark checker. I'm just doing this as a quick reference, so make sure if you're doing anything with spark checking, always put an inline spark checker, ground your spark plug, so you don't have any voltage spikes killing all your ECMs, CDI boxes, all that good stuff. So always be safe when you're doing spark checks. But let's move on to the fuel system. We'll check what's in the tank, and we'll go from there. Here's a quick look at the carbs. I just got a nice light set up finally. Get the plugs back in. I'm just checking it over. It is points ignition, I believe. I believe it's a 72. Yeah, date November 72. Right there. So that should be points ignition. We got the regulator right here. I want to see like where the light hook in was. I couldn't seem to find it. There's the speedometer, and these got individual coils. So if you put the coils on wrong, it won't run. So I think I had them how they came off. So that's good. I checked the synchronization of the carbs. I'll kind of get a shot, see if you guys can see. But they're pretty solid. They work pretty good. I'm just going to check what's in the tank. Whoa. Oh, it's dry. Hell yeah. Nice and dry. Nice. You guys can see inside? That's awesome. It looks really clean. Maybe this person drained the fuel tank before they gave it to me, which is awesome. It's got a Mikuni fuel pump on it down there, you guys can see. Looks in okay shape. Impulse line. Where's the impulse line hooked to? How do these work? Oh, maybe it's just gravity feed. I don't know. You would think there'd be an impulse line, but I guess maybe not. These are these heavy zinc carburetors, guys. These Mikunis kind of suck. Not gonna lie. They're still okay, but they're weird. And they got the main, yeah, I've worked on these. The main jets actually come out the side of the carb. Actually, down there's a bolt. You guys can see. The bottom actually comes out with a long thing, and the main jet's invertedly put in there. And they're super heavy carburetors. They're kind of finicky. But they still kind of work as traditional Mikunis. They're just really old. So I'm going to just put some fuel in it, turn it over a few times, see if I can get any gas coming up to the carbs, and maybe I'll squirt a little bit in and see if she fires. So, yeah, other than that, ancient old Polaris. These things get pretty hot because the fins are so small and it's just air-cooled. And the hood, the earlier ones didn't have a cutout for the fins to stick out, so they just have like a grill in the front. So we'll see how overheated this thing gets. And these brakes, maybe they work. I mean, they seem like they work. Other than that, guys, we'll keep her moving. we actually got the Colt running. I could not get the footage. I was just too excited, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't get the initial startup. It was kind of a pain to start for the first start, but the tank was dry. I think I got a clip of that. I put fresh premix fuel in it. Probably premixed it like a heavy 40-1, maybe 32-1. And then I couldn't get it to fire. I was getting wet plugs, and I was spraying gas in the carbs, and I couldn't get it to fire. And then this one is firing order, so there's 2 individual coils, and one goes to one cylinder, one goes to the other. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Usually that's the rule of thumb. If there's individual coils, they're usually firing order. But I got it to start up, and then it just died. It wasn't picking up fuel. I pressurized the gas tank. I just blew air into it. And then I fed it some more fuel while it was running, put it on choke, and then drove it around, turned it off choke, and it's been running mint. So windshield here, slightly cracked, guys, just minorly cracked. Not too bad, but it runs really good, guys. I'll try to, when I get a cameraman, I'll try to get some footage of me riding it around and like some starting up and stuff like that. I'm just going to try to wire the headlights up because I got tail lights and I have dash lights. So I'm wondering, I know the wires are here for the headlights. I just got to find the connector, and we're going to try to hook those up. But there's a lot of snow up here, guys, and this thing went through it and like no problem. Runs great, plenty of decent power. I'm still not sure if it's a 295 or a 340 because there is no engine tag. It's like scratched off, so there's just a serial number on the engine. But it is a 1972. The seat's in decent shape, guys. You guys saw the tank. It wasn't even rusty. It's even got the original safety checklist. Original decal there. There's the toolbox in the front, Polaris. So we're going to try to get the headlights working, guys, and see if we can get this thing to rip. But I'm going to pick up my can of brake cleaner. Other than that, unfortunately, guys, I really apologize. I couldn't get any of the beginning startup or any of the working on it on camera. I really am going to try to get that for you guys. Once I have my tripod, it'll be no problem. You guys can see everything. And I know that's really nice to see when I'm working on it. It kind of sucks. I kind of get mad at myself for not showing you guys because it is really cool when they first start up and you get it to run and all that good stuff. But hopefully we'll get some riding footage. So this thing, we got the Jag over there, these 2 beaters. I got my old Skidoo, got the SRVs. We got the other SRV, that's a $50 SRV. So we got plenty of sleds, guys. Hopefully we'll get a freaking race going with all of us, and that'll be awesome. We'll have some races and stuff like that. And please stay tuned to the channel for more videos on this. I might throw a clip of this thing running and driving in this video, so make sure you guys watch till the end. And that's all I have. And low beam work, tail light works, everything works, guys. Dash lights. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up for you guys, just so you guys can hear it, and see if I can get it started. Let's see what happens. There you guys have it. Pretty mint. Well, there you guys have it. Just wanted to start it up for you guys, just so you guys can't call me a liar that it didn't run. It does run really good. And I'm going to go ride it around. You can see the tunnel. It's got some rust on it. It's even got the original pinstripe. These freaking rails are super small. Like, you have to have really small feet to ride on there. Like, my feet are only size 11, and they don't fit that good. But the headlight was just a connector up by the hood here. I mean, by the dash, and it was easy enough to plug in, and then I had high and low on the front headlights. It's pretty awesome, guys. There you guys can see inside a little bit. And other than that, here's a front view again. I don't know if I showed you guys. Here's kind of how it looks. Can't really see the best, but there you have it, the $100 1972 Polaris Colt. She's a ripper.